Tim McGraw has spent the past decade at the height of superstardom.
Thank y'all so much.
And his wife knows a little about the spotlight, too.
What?
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
In 2006, they made history with the highest-grossing country tour of all time. This year, they'll hit the road again, and we have the intimate details.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Do y'all need a room?
Right here's fine. Cameras keep rolling.
This show's about to get real interesting.
It's gonna be new for CMT, and we're gonna take y'all down a new road.
New road.
Come along for the ride as we talk to Tim about his brand new album.
Coming to you live. Porn sounds of the 70s.
And find out which Hollywood hunk might make Tim a little jealous.
Don't even go there.
Plus, the dance hall doctors warned me about hanging out with Tim.
Gotta wear a cup.
But I have to learn the hard way.
Watch out for the dog pee you're stepping in.
I can't work this way.
It's all coming up right now on this special edition of CMT Insider. Welcome to this special edition of CMT Insider, where it's all Tim McGraw all hour long. This guy has so much going on. Gorgeous wife and kids, acting career, huge tour, new album. I barely knew where to start. So I just let Tim decide.
So, tell us, what are we doing here today?
We're getting ready to tour, actually. And I guess in June we go out. So I got to get these guys brushed up a little bit. No, mainly I got to get brushed up. I got to remember the words. I haven't been playing in a while, so.
Well, now, the tour last year just blew everybody out of the water. It was huge. First of all, were you surprised by just how big it was?
You know, you never expect it to be as good as it turned out.
I mean, I heard like 90 million you guys made or something.
Well, we didn't make that
Yeah.
much, but the tour might have made that much, but we didn't.
But it does take a lot of money to pull off a big tour.
It
What are
does.
some of the really big ticket items?
It takes a lot of money, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of people who work hard. You know, the people who set the stuff up every night are the people who really make it happen, because we had a massive stage last year. Anybody went to the show, and I think there was something like 20 trucks, 18 buses, something like that, or might have that backwards, but to get all that stuff out in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours is just a huge deal, and to get it set back up the next day. So it couldn't run without just a crew that's just absolutely perfect, spot on, and these guys were. And we hopefully I think we got all the same guys back next year.
And big screens and...
Big screens and floors that light up and...
Flaming goats.
Flaming goats and dancing midgets and you name it, we had it.
I've heard you say that one of the most frustrating things about being on the road is finding good food. What is good road food?
Well, actually, we were all right this year because we had chefs on the road with us, our cooking crew out on the road with us, and they were really good. And I mean, they have to. That's another example of how you got to have good people to have a tour work, because those guys were feeding 150 people every day, sometimes 200 people, and to get that all done is a pretty amazing feat.
You seem like you eat pretty healthy. What kind of stuff would be fine?
I seem like I eat pretty good, don't I?
Healthy. I said healthy.
I like everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Italian food's probably my favorite, but I'm not a big healthy eater.
Really?
I try to be, but I just can't help it.
Are you much of a cook?
I like to cook, yeah. I like to cook.
Who does more cooking, you or Faith?
Both. We do pretty even. She's a real good Southern cook. I mean, she's fried chicken and pork chops and
Really?
cornbread and peas.
What are you good at? What's your signature dish?
Since I was growing up, we always made pasta, because my mother's maiden name was D'Agostino, so got a lot of Italian on that side of the family. So we always had pasta Christmas Eve, and like I had a lot through the year, but Christmas Eve was a big night to have pasta. So that's usually what I kind of got passed down to me from my family.
Now I'm getting hungry, so let's move on.
Yeah, I know, food wrap.
There was plenty of food to go around at a recent media luncheon hosted by Tim and Faith. The press was there to hear them announce plans for the upcoming tour, sponsored by Jeep.
What?
You did not just do that. What? Oh, my God.
In 2006, they had the top-grossing tour in country history. So are they concerned about keeping their #1 status?
It is a competition, like it's a competition to get your songs up the charts. You're not on the chart by yourself, and you're not out on the road by yourself. Don't want anybody to do bad, but yeah, you want to be the best at whatever you do. You want everybody to do good, you just want to do better.
Thanks for lunch, by the way.
You're welcome.
It's very nice. Were you up all morning, chopping everything up?
Yeah,
getting
we
it all
didn't even
prepped?
get any. I ain't getting
Poor thing.
Okay, getting ready to go out on tour. I'm thinking there's got to be a pretty long checklist of stuff you have to pull together. I'm thinking just you and the girls. It's a lot to pull together,
All I
right?
gotta do is get my suitcase with my underwear in it.
really.
That's true.
They really don't need that because that's in the dressing room. So.
That's true. The great thing is we did that part of it last year in terms of setting up how the tour was going to function with all of the girls out on the road, including me, and that part of it's done.
The hard part's done.
Yeah, the hard part's done.
Most performers say it's good to be a little nervous. It kind of gets you in the right zone to go out and do a good show. You would agree with that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
always,
think when that's gone, it's probably time to stay home.
Yeah, if that's gone, then you might as well just go on home and start fishing. You always get the little butterflies and little nerves and have to take a little deep breath. That's fun. You turn that into positive energy.
How long does it take you to read the crowd each night? Can you tell the minute you step on stage what kind of crowd it's going to be?
Some nights you can, but some nights they surprise you. I mean, I know for me, sometimes I would think, wow, I'm going to have to work extra hard tonight. But then they just surprise you. That's what's so great about a live show. Is there is no rule book of what, how it's going to be and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Because night after night, it's different.
Yeah. I usually blame it on my drummer if they're
You're so mean.
Well, I'm usually right.
This obviously the biggest selling concert tour in country music history, one of the biggest in any genre. That's got to be a huge pat on the back because this truly is all about the fans, isn't it?
It is all about the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, they came out to the show last year and they gave the show the energy that they made the show so special. I mean, we have a great stage and the lighting, all that's wonderful and fantastic. We put a lot of work into making sure that was extraordinary, but
it wouldn't be any fun if nobody was there.
It wouldn't be anything if nobody came. And plus, we were so close to them because of the way that the stage was designed. It was just exciting every night.
I mean, they were right there. They could lean on the stage, and it was just, you just felt surrounded by them. It was cool.
Yeah. It was good.
Now, since love blossomed for you on the Spontaneous Combustion Tour in '96, would you say being on tour in general is kind of a time you can tap back into that romance?
Yeah,
Or
with 3
not.
kids piling up in the back of the bus with you.
No,
It is, though. It really is. I mean,
it took us a long time to answer that question.
no, but it's true. I mean, it is. I mean, it's
Being on stage together, I mean, you can't describe it.
I'm not talking about moving in. I don't want to change your life. There's a warm wind blowing the stars around. And I'd really love to see you tonight.
that's just awesome.
I feel like the luckiest people in the world to be able to sing together with the one that you love the most. It really,
Yeah,
it's hard to put that one into words.
and to see the crowd react to her, and her to see them react to me, and then to see them react to us together. I mean, it's kind of, it's just special. I mean,
It's sweet.
yeah, it's sweet.
Do y'all need a room?
Right here's fine. Cameras, keep rolling.
This show's about to get real interesting.
It's going to be new for CMT, and we're going to take y'all down a new road.
New road.
We'll take it. Hey, Jeep, obviously sponsoring the tour. What a great tie-in this is, the whole Jeep story with you guys. Now, didn't you actually buy that Jeep that you kind of fell in love in?
She did,
as a
yeah.
gift?
She bought the Jeep that we'd already fallen in love.
We'd fallen in love, but on that
Oh, I
ride
had anyway. I was just making sure she had. But
in State College, Pennsylvania, we borrowed that Jeep that we now own. I'd given it to Tim for one of his birthdays, and we borrowed it from a runner at the show.
Yeah, one of the local guys there.
One of the local guys there, and went on a ride, and that ride was kind of consummated our life together.
We consummated it on that
Well,
ride?
Here we go again.
no, I guess I shouldn't say that, should I? Edit! Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? Because it was with me?
Well, do you still ride around in the Jeep?
Yes, we do. We do. That Jeep's special to us in a
Jeep's
lot
going
of
to
ways.
pull out. They're going to pull out.
No, we actually have talked about working with Jeep for a long time. We have talked about working with Jeep for a long time. We wanted to, and it's cool that it's come around now be
Because
able
we
to
have a
do it.
story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of part of our life.
Means something.
It does mean something.
Yeah.
Do the girls get to stand backstage and watch you guys perform every night, or are they off doing their own thing? Like, I've been there, seen that.
No, they watch. Yeah, they love to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gracie especially, she stays up the longest watching. But they all start out watching until they fall asleep.
Well, and I heard you say that they're getting to that age where they may not really want to go every summer.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
coming. That's
I
around
know.
the corner.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, it is, but, you know, we're just taking advantage of it while we can all go together and enjoy it, and they still really want to.
Yeah, because they're not going to want too soon.
Yeah.
Tim cutting Maggie's bangs didn't go exactly the way it was supposed to go, right? What's your take on this story?
Well, did you tell that story?
Well, she brought it up.
Oh, when you gave
shaved
Maggie
her head?
reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
Well, first tears started rolling down my face, and I was trying not to cry because she had the most beautiful curly hair, and
All of it was gone.
all of it was gone. It was just a strip of
Well,
nothing
once you
down
had the strip
center.
there, you had to go ahead and take all of it off.
So he had to shave the rest of her hair, and just the look on his face, I couldn't say anything. You know, it's like I felt so bad that he felt so bad, but then the smile on Maggie's face,
When she saw it, yeah.
she just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So it was no big deal.
But you put a stop to it. This is not going to happen
Yeah,
anymore.
he doesn't cut hair.
But her hair
longer.
grew back really beautiful.
Yeah, it did.
It got thicker.
And then we met someone.
I tried that one time. It didn't work for me.
Then we met someone overseas somewhere in Sweden.
They were
And
from
she's
Sweden.
From Sweden.
Yeah.
And she said that she had shaved all of her kids' heads when they were 2 or 3 years
Well, they
old.
said a lot of Europeans do that.
To make their hair grow back thicker.
See, 'cause I
Just
was-
a little bit of
I was ahead
trivia.
of my time.
You were.
Yeah.
Trendsetter.
Tim may not have a future as a hairstylist, but how about as a politician? We'll get the scoop when we come back. And coming up later, who could possibly make Tim jealous? Stick around to find out.
Don't even go there.